All right, let's kick things off with a hot debate on who's the better wicket-keeper batsman, Rishabh Pant or Sanju Samson. I lean towards Pant, especially given his consistency in tests, ODIs, and T20Is.
I see where you're coming from, but Samson has shown flashes of brilliance, hasn't he?
Absolutely, Samson's had some stellar moments. However, when you look at Pant's overall record, especially in T20Is, he averages around 22.43 over 66 matches, which shows a sort of regularity under pressure.
Yeah,
That consistency is hard to ignore.
true, but we've got to remember that Samson's opportunities have been fewer. When he's been given a chance, his three T20I centuries in 2024 are frankly mind-blowing. It's like, his peaks are off the charts.
I mean, sure, those centuries are impressive, but Pant's record in
Mm-hmm.
ODIs, with an average of 34 over 30 matches, including a century, demonstrates his reliability across formats. It's like, he's the go-to guy when it counts.
But here's the kicker. Numbers aren't everything. Samson's century against South Africa came in, like, brutally tough conditions, which shows his true grit. Doesn't that indicate his value in, high-pressure situations?
Well, let's break it down a bit more. In IPL performance too, Pant shows an edge overall. Even though Samson had that sizzling strike rate of 163.54 in 2024, I mean, it's impressive on paper. Pant's overall IPL statistics, an average of 34.61 and a steady strike rate, point to a more rounded performance.
I can get behind that. Yet when it comes to explosive batting, especially in T20s, what Samson brings to the table, with his higher strike rate and those match-winning centuries, is something you don't see every day.
Sure, the explosive punch is there, but don't forget, Pant's efficiency comes through even when he's playing fewer games. For instance, his runs per match are, notably better, which some might say is a sign of his impactful approach. Efficiency under pressure is a game changer.
Still, one could argue that peak performances carry a heavier weight. Samson, with three T20I hundreds in a single year, shows an upside that Pant currently doesn't. Isn't that something worth noting?
That's a fair point. But let's pivot to wicket-keeping skills. Experts, even legends like Sunil Gavaskar, have praised Pant's glove work. His quick reflexes behind the stumps, especially against spin, make him, arguably, the complete package.
I'll give you that. Pant's wicket-keeping certainly stands strong. Yet, in today's modern cricket, batting impact from a keeper is almost as critical as their glove work. Samson's technique behind the bat has been, steadily improving. Isn't that just as important?
Absolutely, batting is king now. But Pant not only keeps well, he's been India's first choice behind the stumps across formats, including tests. His performance in tests, particularly with those match-winning knocks in Australia, shows he thrives under extreme pressure. And that's a huge advantage.
True, though in the T20 arena, where the game is so fast-paced, Samson's elegant stroke play has, really attracted attention recently. His ability to switch gears, especially when he hits those centuries, reminds me of a masterclass in timing.
Right, elegant stroke play is something to admire. But let's not overlook Pant's clutch performance when the stakes are high. Remember his half-century in that 2024 T20 World Cup warm-up? It was a pivotal moment, whereas Samson, at times, has faltered in similar scenarios.
I've heard that, but I must respectfully challenge that notion. One game doesn't encapsulate a career. Samson's consistent ability to deliver on the international stage with those T20I hundreds shows his match-winning potential. It's like his timing is just, impeccable when it matters.
I see your point, but look at captaincy. Pant's leadership experience, even leading Delhi Capitals, and a handful of matches for India, underlines his tactical acumen. His aggressive yet calculated captaincy has won it numerous times. That gives him an edge in terms of overall presence on the field.
Yet, don't underestimate Samson's calm and strategic approach. Leading Rajasthan Royals to the IPL final in 2022 wasn't a small feat. It shows that, when given the opportunity, his decision-making can turn games around.
I'll concede that, but international captaincy carries a different weight. Pant's experience with the Indian team, even in a senior role, points to a level of trust and maturity that Samson is still building.
That might be so, but in T20s, results on the day are everything. Samson's recent form and his ability to take the game away from the opposition suggests not only raw talent, but also a future star in the making.
Yeah.
It's a compelling argument for his long-term potential.
Let's not forget, though, that Pant's longevity in the game cannot be overlooked. Over the years, his consistent scores in ODIs, 865 runs at an average of 34, and his impactful contributions in tests
Absolutely.
showcase a career built on steady performance. Experience does matter.
True, experience is vital, yet potential combined with explosive performances can sometimes tilt the scales. Samson, currently entering his prime at 29, has shown that his peaks could, redefine modern wicket-keeping batting standards.
It's like comparing established reliability with rising flair, isn't it? Pant's proven ability to perform in high-pressure moments, especially his critical knocks during international tours, signals that he's, well, got what it takes now.
But don't forget the IPL stats. Samson racked up 471 runs in 11 matches in 2024, outdoing Pant in that particular stretch, and his strike rate was, notably better. That suggests his game is on a steep upward curve.
Indeed, IPL numbers add an extra layer to this debate, though on the whole, Pant's consistency across different tournaments and formats offers a more balanced profile, suggesting he's got the complete package as both a keeper and a batsman. It really depends on what you value more, balance versus explosive peaks.
And that's where the debate really deepens. Samson's flair and leadership, coupled with his ability to deliver game-changing innings, make him a formidable talent. But I can't ignore Pant's all-around contributions and his edge behind the stumps.
Exactly. It's like choosing between the proven veteran move and the rising star's jaw-dropping risks. Pant's track record in crucial matches, especially in high-stakes tournaments like the T20 World Cup, has, led him to be the preferred option in many instances.
But then again, shouldn't we also consider the context in which these players perform? Samson's centuries against tough international bowling attacks show that he can, thrive, even when conditions are far from ideal. Doesn't that amplify his value?
It certainly does. And that's what makes this debate so endlessly fascinating. Both players have their strengths, Pant's consistency and wicket-keeping prowess, and Samson's high-impact innings and flair. It really is a classic case of reliability versus brilliance.
And let's not ignore their ages. Pant, at 27, has already cemented his role, which speaks volumes about his performance under pressure. Meanwhile, Samson, entering his prime at 29, could potentially outdo expectations if he gets more consistent opportunities.
Absolutely. The age factor adds another layer. Experience versus potential. Pant's steady climb in international cricket alongside, his leadership acumen shows he's delivering when it counts. The trust placed in him is frankly well-deserved.
Yet, we have to ask, isn't there something to be said about the glamour of those standout performances? Samson's ability to produce moments that change the course of a game can be, a game changer too, even if he's played fewer matches overall.
That's a fair point. I mean, high-impact moments are like fireworks, spectacular when they burst. But when it comes to team dynamics and long-term strategy, Pant's consistent contributions, including valuable innings in the IPL and international circuits, arguably offer more stability. Stability often wins over sporadic brilliance.
I can see that. Yet I'd respectfully argue that in modern cricket, exciting and unpredictable performances are what keep fans on the edge of their seats. Samson's 3 T20I centuries in a single year create a buzz that can inspire his team and the supporters alike.
True, but in a pressure cooker environment like a test in Australia or a crucial ODI game, Pant's established knack for thriving under pressure really stands out. It's like he knows exactly how to tilt the momentum in his team's favor. That's invaluable in cricket.
And yet, when we shift our focus to leadership, Samson's calm and strategic decision-making, evidenced by taking Rajasthan Royals to the IPL final, demonstrates that his impact goes beyond individual batting. It's a nuanced approach, right?
I agree leadership matters, but international captaincy experience, like Pant's stints with Delhi Capitals and even handling responsibilities for India, adds a significant layer of credibility. It shows he can manage both on-field pressure and organizational dynamics.
Yeah.
It's a tough balance to maintain.
So, in a nutshell, we're sort of split into two camps. One that values consistent, all-round contributions on a global stage, and the other that cherishes explosive, match-defining performances.
Exactly. And it really boils down to what a team prioritizes in different situations. For a long international tour or a tough test series, Pant's reliability could be the difference between a win and a loss. But in the T20 arena,
True.
the sparkle of Samson's innings can turn the tide swiftly.
And that's what makes cricket, especially when it comes to wicket-keeper batsmen, such a dynamic and unpredictable game. Both players bring something unique to the field.
Right, and if we had to pick one today, I'd still lean towards Pant, because his blend of consistent scoring, excellent keeping, and high-pressure composure currently makes him the more reliable option for the team. That's a pretty strong case.
Yep, and while I respect that, I still believe Samson's sudden bursts of brilliance and innovative stroke play make him a real force to watch. It's a debate with no clear winner yet, and it only intensifies as both players evolve.
Agreed. Both are incredible talents. In the end, whether it's Pant's consistent knack for big moments or Samson's electrifying form, Indian cricket is doubly fortunate to have these stars emerging. It keeps the game
Absolutely.
exciting.
So here's to the future. May both keep pushing the boundaries and, rewriting the playbook for wicket-keeper batsmen.
Exactly. Whether you back the proven experience or ride with the rising magic, it's these intense debates and competing talents that make cricket such a thrilling sport. Cheers to both Pant and Samson, and let's see how their journeys unfold.